Hello, this is Mike of Nearly Enough Dice, and this is the Kerbal Space Program. I'm having to do some fiddling because my maneuvers didn't quite work out the way I had hoped. And as you can see, I'm not getting the orbit that I was wanting. It's all very floppy and wobbly. So I'm going to get a much wider orbit than I anticipated, and I don't think I'm going to be able to, given that the slightest touch, and I don't have RCS on this thing, the slightest touch is making everything move a lot. I'm just going to leave things as they are. I'm going to add an SOI change, and I'm going to have 0 minutes and 5 seconds. And I'm going to see what is going on when the SOI has changed. Hopefully by then I'll have more of an ability to be granular in my orbits. Alright. Now let's, just for funsies, set that as target. Okay. What I'm going to do is see if I can't improve things there. I think I will. In fact, what I'm going to do is I'm not going to use the maneuver for that at all. I'm just going to do it this way. Uh, 3.6 degrees still. That's taking it down, it is. That goes this way. Fiddle, fiddle, fiddle! And also bring my... that's not what I wanted. I wanted that. Ooh! Ooh, what is going on here? Ooh! Ooh! That would be awfully convenient, wouldn't it? How close can we get? How close is that? Well, why don't we just take that, eh? It's not that many delta V's, which means I might well have enough to get back. And according to my planner, it's only like 175 to get back from Minmus. That's even going into some kind of orbit. Hang on, I know why that's... No, it's still climbing to be about 174 meters per second to get into an orbit of Kerbal. I'm not quite sure that's right, actually. Alright, we'll alarm clock this. Alright, here we go. Close alarm. Get back out of map view because I'm still... Oh, it's as zoomed in as I can get. I'm still using IDAs to set my self as close as I can to the maneuver indicator on the nav ball, so as to get a nice accurate maneuver. It's going to be what, a 16-second burn. Okay. 3, 2, 1, go. Slightly early. Right, we'll get out of. I think I'm better off in map mode for this particular section. So I'm going to kill the maneuver nodes. Let's keep track of this. Right, I'm going to leave it there. I'm going to slightly late decide to check whether or not I'm going to smash into the ground at any point. It doesn't look like it. I'm going to become quite. So I'll be going in its orbit at that point. So I'm still 6k above the ground, so that's okay, I reckon. So we're going to go for a rendezvous, closest target, 1.3 kilometers, and we're not going to have a minute. We're going to have 30 seconds. I've still got a goodly chunk of Delta V left. Get the map view, and kind of wish I was pointing the other way, so let's point the other way. Oh, this has worked. No, this has worked fine. This is alright. Of course, I'm round the back of the Mun, but you know. Right, that was slightly annoying, but never mind. Aim toward the target. We can kill our relative, you know, our sideways velocity reasonably easily. Going to be another one longer if I go inside the. Right, there we go. That's pretty good, I think. And I want to go back inside again. I think that will do. And then we'll flip over. What I'm going to do is I'm going to bring that up to the top, so I have a better idea of which way I'm actually pointing. Wait until we get within a little bit, and then we will stop. So time we walk, time we walk. So we're pretty much heading straight for it. So caution to try and not smash into it. Here we go. Right, that'll do. So we're going to go and find our lad here. I'm going to use the rendezvous thing on this. Iron sheet. There we go. Ah, didn't see it. So, give me the alarm clock thing. Keep it away. EVA. And he's got a quite nice, pretty short jaunt. It's shorter than Kayana. Of course, it is all very dark, which is kind of irritating. But, you know, what can you do? I don't even have the option of, there you go. You know, whoa, oh, ah, oh, oh, crikey, quite close. Very often, when I'm doing these things in normal view, that I have the option of changing the view, so it's the ship is outlined against the Milky Way, but of course I don't have that option necessarily. But fortunately, I have got lights on this thing. Now I'm almost certainly going to pick the pod that is actually occupied, because I always do when I do this one. Come on, come on. Come on, come on, come on. Oh, don't be a pain. Alright, okay, that one's empty, so this is the one I want. Alright. I'm actually gonna rotate everything towards our lad here. Forward. Yes! So I've got him. And I've got him. All is good. Now, getting back to El Kerbino. I actually want to go there-ish. I want to go prograde. I might as well turn the target thing off. Don't really need that anymore. Alrighty. Ooh. It does not cost a lot of delta V to get back to Kerbal. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to go into orbit at about 100k, and then that's 1000k. No, that's yes, that's 100k. So that's what we're going to do, and I'm actually going to go into an orbit for once. I think that's going to enable me to slow things down. So I'm not going to dump all of my speed all at once. I'll have the option, because I do have over 1000 delta V, so I should be able to do that. So that's all sweet and lovely. Yes, this is all going very well. Get my alarm clock back. Might not be able to walk that much. Yeah. I forgot to check what I've. I can check that now. Got a minute. So if I go, there we go. Scientist and scientist. So both a new cell and Kiana are scientists. That's kind of cool. Right, make sure I'm pretty close to the maneuver indicator. Little bit of the manual. Being manual time warp. Five, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. This one I really probably don't want to overshoot. Alright, let's leave it there. Yeah, so what I'll do now is I'll do another SOI change one, and when the SOI has changed, I'll have an idea of what, if anything, I should do. I'll be heading there in a second, and then I can do any fine adjustments I need to at that point. And yeah, I love it. I love this bit where you're doing an SOI change and then everything just goes. But in a few seconds, it should get back. There we go. What I find it fascinating, I mean, you can see how low my orbital velocity is, like 65. But it's going to be like in 3,000 odd when we get to there. Parameters height 1 to 6. That's what I want, so I'm going to keep that. All right then. To add new alarm, let's... Apparently this is Apoapsis Periapsis thing, so I can go until there's a minute. Let's go with 10 minutes to my Periapsis. Because that way I'll have time to do other things if I'm worried. You see my orbital velocity climbing massively. Basically what I want to do is this is what I want to create a maneuver node to circularize my orbit. Yeah, come on, come on, come on. I'm hoping that I still have another. Yeah, I'm fine. I was going on about hoping I've got enough Delta V, but it looks like I'm going to be fine. I'm just changing my view to Kerbal as opposed to my craft. Not too sure why I'm concerned about having a nice equilateral orbit, but there you go. Now, oh, that's actually going to be very close. Ooh. Mayhaps. I just want to pour in all of it and then get myself an aero braking trajectory. I'm going to go to 40. Yeah, I was going to go to 45, but it's being a pain. I think 45 is actually a little not quite aggressive enough. I'm not going to actually quite have enough to do that. Oh dear. So at 46, where do I get? So really, so long as I'm in the atmosphere, I'll fall down eventually. All right. Not ideal, but there you go. I'm just going to quick save. Okay, add alarm. Warpy warp. And from this point on, I might as well just aim at do it all in not map mode, whatever not map mode is called, I guess. Right, time you warp until about 10 seconds in. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. And really all I can do is just burn absolutely every single ounce of fuel I've got. This has really come down to the wire, I have to say. I wouldn't have had to have lost that much delta V in order to have failed here entirely. As it stands, I may or may not get a well, I mean, I'll get an air capture, but I mean, it really was quite close to not getting that at all. Wow, this is taking a long time. I'm already down to 9 days on my theoretical moho routine. It's almost certainly not going to happen, so we'll just ignore that. I think you want to go retrograde rather than follow the maneuver node. Not that it matters. Goodbye, thanks very much. You were very helpful. I'm going to get rid of that. Just going to point a retrograde now forever. Which way should we point? If we look inside, you can see the majesty of Kerbal beneath us. Look at that. Isn't that lovely? It's a nice view for our scientists who are no doubt doing all sorts of science and going, science, yeah, now it's all about waiting until I start to get into the atmosphere. Oh god. That's actually really irritating. You know, the science thing will come up literally just long enough for it to stop the warp. And as soon as you kind of go, oh right, what was that then? And they go, nah, not telling you. It's gone now. Too late, you missed it. It's probably one of those tiny bits of tundra. Because apparently, because of the way biomes work, I mean, there's a biome map, there's an image. And I think that sometimes the border between two biomes, because it's fading, it's fuzzy, so it's fading between one biome to another. I think that might count as tundra. So what I might want to do is go get all the tundra signs just to stop that slightly irritating thing. Oh, would help if I was hitting the warp keys instead of the. Yeah, I think that was very briefly being tundra. Oh, that's Badlands. Oh, that's Badlands. And now it's gone. So, oh well. I'm just going to have to ignore that. But we're about to hit Atmo, so. Got it. The main reason to do that is not so much for the 8 sides, is to stop it from doing that thing. Right, so I'm coming in at much less. If I'd just gone straight into an aero braking maneuver, I think I would have been going much, at least 1,000 faster. So I've burned off a lot of speed. So this should be a much more gentle descent. Do you guys want to be still pointing at the? Which way do you want to point? How about? Oh, we'll go this way. Yeah, so you can look out your left and you can see. Well, be actually looking out your right, and you'd see the Look at that for a view, eh? Take a screenshot of that. Here we go. That's what. Right, so we are now officially in the atomosphere. So really, there's not a lot I can do at this stage. Unfortunately, I should have possibly put a slightly better probe on this to allow it to point retrograde. Because as it stands, I can't actually do that. So it's going to have to wait a little bit until we start burning up the upstairs. So actually, I'm actually going to skip ahead until that starts to happen. So I'll see you in a second. Okay, so it turned out I didn't quite skip out above the atmosphere, but I did skip up. I'm now obviously quite a lot higher than what my original apoapsis was, my original periapsis was. That's not really what I'm here to talk about right now. What I'm here to talk about is I thought, what are those lines? I know that's one of the orbits of my satellites and da, 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 da. What's that then? I thought that might be the Juno ones, but no, that's Juno there. What's on the end of this? Oh, an asteroid. That's what's on the end of that. Yeah. I may have to say I may have a problem. I may have to check to see what happens when asteroids hit Kerbal. Because that might be what's going to happen. I may have to have a bit of a think about that. I've had a quick look up while I've been going around Kerbal, and it doesn't look like there are actually any consequences. But it's still kind of bad. Okay, let's get into map mode. Oh, I'm getting some heating. What's heating up? Is it just the batteries? Critical part. Okay. Definitely that's heating up. Here we go with the on fire parts. So, oh, I'm actually already using a blazer. Or I must have used some on the way across, maybe. I'm going to be landing at night. Never mind. I don't mind. Batteries going might be a problem actually, given the SAS kind of dealy. They're not that close to burning, so I think that's all right. I'll try turning SAS off and see if that keeps me pointed the right way without me having to do anything, because I think that's kind of important. Drifting back on. Yeah, it's okay. Alright, so far so good. My scientists are enjoying themselves. They seem to like being on fire. Not entirely sure that's a really good thing for a scientist to think, but you know. Alright. Those batteries aren't getting too much hotter. So it looks like my heat shield is doing its job, which is good, because I spent good money on it. I have a sneaking suspicion that when I was just kind of time warping through it, going through its periapsis and then coming back out again, it possibly did some heating at that point, which I should have paid some attention to. Yeah, what are our G-forces at the minute? Can't remember where I find that out. Oh, there you go, G-force. Okay, so G-force not too bad at the moment. I'm sure it'll get worse. Scientists still happy. Ablator still ablating. But it's not causing that much of a problem. 1 minute to impact. Oh god. Currently over water. Looks like the sun's coming up. G-force is beginning to approach 1G. What's our Mach number? Still going just under Mach 6. Mach 6. Beginning to see, it's beginning to be light enough to see some surface detail. Still 18k above the surface. About to go under Mach 4. G-force is now approaching 3G, which is quite a lot. I hear that slight calming down of the wind noise, meaning that we've managed to survive this. Haven't even had the batteries explode, which is quite nice. The coolest parts are the radial mount parachutes. That's nice, I like that. Still 8 kilometers above the surface. I want to get to below 200 meters a second before I start thinking about deploying parachutes. Unsafe. Probably could do some drogue shoots. Might start doing drogue shoots. So safe. So we're going to deploy all the parachutes. Looks like we're going to be hitting the water. Not quite sure where we are. But yeah, barring some wackiness, that should be a successful mission. Okay, the parachutes should start deploying now, because I put them out about 1200. And there we go, it's going to be a nice, gentle descent. So let's time warp ourselves a little bit, because why do we want to just sit here watch me fall from the sky? Maximum G is of 6, which is quite high. the sun just begins to come. It becomes a very early dawn, you know. God, nice. And I'm coming in at a little over 4 meters a second, which is fine. I think I'm going to cause it. Well, I shouldn't be too, you know, not until the actual cover spacecraft thing works. And raise ourselves so we can see. There you go. Those batteries are still hot. I'll put the SAS back on. Right, I'm going to quick save, just in case the recover spacecraft doesn't work. Looking good so far. I'm seeing a blank screen. I don't think you're seeing a blank screen at this moment. No, it crashed. Alright, so I reloaded, recovered, got 8.6 science, got some money back, doesn't really matter. Crew, look at that! Level 2, level 1 crews. And success! I now have 2 lovely new Kerbals, and I now have over $1 million in monies. So thanks very much for watching. I do hope you've been enjoying these videos. Please like and subscribe if so. And you can find Nearly Enough Dice at nearlyenoughdice.com. And you can also find us on Twitter and Facebook. And until next time, reach the stars and bring your Kerbals back alive.